It's 12 minutes past 7. You're watching Breakfast from BBC News. In Libya, forces of the interim government are still battling for control of Sirte. That's Colonel Gaddafi's birthplace.
Yes, his supporters are said to be putting up very fierce resistance. And in Yemen, President Ali Abdullah Saleh says he will leave power in the coming days. Middle East specialist Nabila Ramdani is here to discuss both these developments. First of all, very good morning. We've heard from our correspondent this morning in Sirte. Whatever is happening there, a lot of people are being injured, wounded and killed, civilians too.
Well, absolutely, and that's why, in a sense, that compromises the initial mission of NATO, which was to protect civilian lives. And there has been evidence throughout the conflict that, in fact, the rebel forces, now the National Transitional Council forces, have been as guilty of abuses of human rights and indeed war crimes as Gaddafi forces. So that taints the whole conflict.
Would they always have expected the battle for Sirte to have been so intense and so stretched over such a long period of time? Because there is a group of people clearly determined, for reasons it's really not clear in some degrees what they're fighting for, to remain and fight till the end.
Well, absolutely. I think one of the reasons why the battle for the city of Sirte has been so fierce is because, first of all, it's the Gaddafi's birthplace. So in that respect, it's hugely symbolic. It might also be an indication that somebody important is hiding there. Perhaps not Gaddafi himself, but maybe one of his sons, Motassim, for example, who since 2009 has been an advisor, a military advisor to his father, has been in charge of his own special brigade and has been fighting alongside his father throughout this conflict. Sirte is also very important strategically. It's a coastal city, precisely halfway between the capital city in the west and Benghazi in the east. So the capture of the city of Sirte also means that National Transitional Council forces will be able to establish communication lines throughout the country. And
it obviously means at the moment so much attention is focused on this place, on this particular battleground. A lot of people wondering, you know, where is Gaddafi? And is this battle there taking the spotlight off finding him or trying to deal with him?
I think so, to a certain extent, and in fact I don't believe that until Gaddafi is found and indeed captured that the country will be able to move forward. Gaddafi made it abundantly clear in several of his messages that he will turn the country into a hell, and that's exactly what he intends to do. And until he's found, I don't think the country can find any peace in that respect.
Now, the news coming out of Yemen, explain that to us, the significance and what we've heard so far.
Well, we've heard an informal statement, in fact, from President Saleh promising yet another time, because it's the fourth time now he promises to step down, and he has always backed out at the very last minute. So that's why we have to take his statement, you know, with an awful lot of skepticism. And if indeed he was to leave power, we also have to be concerned about who's going to come in next. He's got very powerful family members. His son, for example, is in charge of the Republican Guard. He has very powerful nephews working in the intelligence agencies and members of his family in the presidential palace. So I don't think the family is going to let go of power.
Well, for the moment, thank you very much.
It's 16 minutes past 7. The latest headlines here on Breakfast, and the Defence Secretary